we'll call it. It's in the other room.
You're live, right?
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us again with our Universal 7-Day Candle projects and our current mission to stop domestic violence in all of its forms. This is our third mission of the projects, and we're so grateful to you for joining in and assisting and supporting us in this work. And as always, if you have an issue or a challenge you would like us to pick up the sword for, please, by all means, you can post it to Goddess Star, Goddess Me. You can post it on the Universal Projects page, or you can private message us, because we do want to support those efforts that you also have concerns with, because a lot of this is all about you. So as always, first, I'm Goddess Rhonda. Forgive me for not introducing myself earlier. We had some technical difficulties, so we're calming down from that. And of course, we have our beautiful, gorgeous Goddess Star.
Hi, everyone, and our guest, our beautiful goddess Rhonda. As you can see, we're here. We're finally here. So thank you guys very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so as always, before we begin, we like to cast a circle of protection around us.
Excuse me. I picked up a slight cold in New Orleans, so bear with me.
That's okay, girl. You're still going strong.
Darn tootin' I am.
All hail, our lords and ladies of the East, my brothers and sisters. My brother and patron, the sacred element of air, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. All hail our lords and ladies of the South, my brothers and sisters, my brother and patron, the sacred element of fire. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction. From corner to corner and end to end, let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the West, my brothers and sisters, our sister and patron, the sacred element of water. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. Lords and ladies of the North, my brothers and sisters, my sister and patron, the sacred element of earth. Namaste. Honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. And we now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all our being and fill our spaces with peace and protection always. So it is.
So it is.
Okay, so once again, thank you so much for taking a stand and believing and taking action and making a difference in the world. No matter what your spirituality is, you can pray, you can chant, you can drum, you can make offerings. There's no limits to the amount of help that you can give. And I really do believe that if we put our energies together and really send them out there to combat these issues that mean so much to us, I know that we can really, really, really make a difference. And as always, we will post, and I haven't had a chance to post mine yet, but the instructions on making our candles, we will put that in our Priestess View show group which
Yes.
please, by all means, you can join that group. And that is the place that we decided we put all of our spells and recipes from our various shows so that it's all in one place so that you can have a nice comprehensive library to work on these things. So this is week 8 of our third mission of fighting domestic violence on all of its levels. And this is an extremely powerful and day and time to do this ceremony. We are in the day of Saturn as always, and that is of protection, purification, and restriction of those things that are adverse to us. And today we're beginning in the hour of the sun, the divine masculine, and the sun, the planet of justice. And we're going to flow into the hour of Venus, the goddess of love, wealth, but also of war. And we've still got this in one more week of this mission. So we're going to keep layering using the spokes of the wheel of violence, which you can find the link for that at the bottom of the description of this video. So you can take a look at that as well. So this spoke of the wheel addresses economic abuse. And economic abuse occurs when the abuser takes over all of the finances of the home and forces the victim to look to them for everything that they may need. And they do this by preventing the victim from getting or keeping a job, making the victim ask for money, giving the victim an allowance, taking and keeping the victim's money, or not letting the victim know about or have access to the family income. So we counter preventing the victim from getting or keeping a job with a clear path to the career of their choice and the freedom to pursue it. We counter making the victim ask for money with an unobstructed flow of prosperity, attracting energy, and the courage to accept it so that they can have financial freedom. We counter giving the victim an allowance with open access to all the money that they may need. We counter taking and keeping the victim's money with the courage and strength to say no and having a place to keep their money safe. And we counter not letting the victim know about or having access to the family income with full knowledge and access to all aspects of the family income. And I call upon the archetype of wealth, Goddess Lakshmi, in her aspect of Vara Lakshmi, which translates to boon granting goddess. In addition to granting material wealth, she can also remove relationship problems and obstacles in relationships.
Thank you so much. I love the goddess Lakshmi. So I'm glad we're working with her because in that whole economic part with the financial abuse, while less commonly understood, this is one of the most powerful methods of keeping a survivor trapped in an abusive relationship and deeply diminishes his or her ability to stay safe after leaving an abusive relationship. I have a friend, and I'm watching some of this happen, so I had to kind of mention it or re-mention it as Goddess Rhonda said earlier. But they sabotage your work or your employment opportunities by stalking or harassing the victim at their workplace, or causing the victim to lose their job by physically battering prior to important meetings or interviews, not allowing them access to their own bank accounts. And some of them have even closed the person's bank's account, and uh, almost like make them into a non-person, withholding money or giving them allowance as if they're children, not including the victim in investment or banking decisions, forbidding the victims from attending job training or advancement opportunities, forcing the victim to write bad checks or file fraudulent tax returns. I mean, this is some of the things I would never have thought of, but it actually occurs. Refusing to work or contribute to the family income, withholding funds for the victim or children to obtain basic needs such as food and medicine, stealing the victim's identity. This I've witnessed entirely. Their money or their inheritance, their property, all of that. Forcing the victim to work in a family business without pay. Refusing to pay bills and running the victim's credit score up. And forcing the victim to turn over public benefits or threatening to turn the victim in for cheating or misusing benefits, filing false insurance claims. The short and long-term effects of financial abuse can be devastating. In the short term, access to assets is imperative to staying safe. Without assets, survivors are often unable to obtain safe and affordable housing or the funds to provide for themselves or their children. With realistic fears of homelessness, it is little wonder that survivors sometimes to that battering relationship. So what we are doing here, this small part that we're doing, is to prevent or intervene with some of this. And I know we have not covered half of it, but it's just our effort and our energies to try to help and assist in any way we can. So let's begin with our opening prayer.
Earth, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with your abilities of creation and manifestation as we create this ceremony to end domestic violence and manifest freedom and safety for the victims. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candle and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Air, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful positive properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with your ability to smoothly flow over, under, around, or through any obstacles, and carry your energies of freedom and movement to the victims of domestic violence, and manifest freedom and safety for the victims. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candle and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Fire, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with strength and protection, as well as your ability to burn away any and all blockages to the freedom of the victims of domestic violence, excuse me, and manifest freedom and safety for them. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candles and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Water, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful positive properties, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with your ability to cleanse and wash away domestic violence, to cleanse and heal the victims and manifest their freedom and safety. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candle and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Okay, so I am going to post in a little bit how to create this candle in our Priestess View show group, and you can just search that on the Facebook, and you'll come up and you can join our group and see how we will do this. So in the interest of time, instead of going through all the mechanics of the candle, I'm just going to give you a brief description of who I chose for help and why. Now, since this portion of the wheel is about economic abuse, I call upon our dear sister, Goddess Lakshmi, as her aspect Vara Lakshmi, who grants great wealth and abundance and can heal relationships. And combined with the energy of our Divine Mother Goddess, our Divine Sister Moon, we are infusing the power of the full moon, the Divine Feminine, and the wealth-attracting energy of our Sister Goddess, Vara Lakshmi, to nurture and heal the adverse financial situations of victims of domestic violence and restore their financial freedom and independence. I'm using the white candle to represent the moon, the divine feminine, and the full moon in her fullness and glory. I've got a basil leaf on here that represents, basil leaves is something, a symbol of Lakshmi. It's something that she likes, and it represents prosperity and protection. And also coins also represent Lakshmi. So I made the leaf growing out of the coin so that prosperity will grow for the victims of, and hopefully then translating into survivors of domestic violence. So first I call upon my dear brother God Ganesha, who is the remover of all obstacles. Om Kum Ganapatiye Namaha, my dear brother Ganesha, please remove any and all obstacles to the ceremony as well as any and all obstacles to the financial freedom and independence for the victims of domestic violence. Transform them please into survivors, and let them be free to follow their free will and never worry about being hurt again or being homeless or not having the money that they need to provide for their needs. To which I'm going to make an offering. And I make offerings of rice, which is a universal offering that you can use for any deity. I call upon our dear Mother Goddess, our dear Sister Moon, in your fullness and glory, our divine Father God, our divine brother Sun, our dear brother Saturn, on this your day, our dear brother and patron Sun during this your hour, and our divine sister and patron Venus as we flow into your hour. I call upon our divine sister Lakshmi in your boon-granting aspect of Varalakshmi, and ask that you marry your energies with this candle and our ceremony, and grant to all domestic violence victims that all victims and survivors of domestic violence are surrounded and infused with wealth-attracting energies, and that it translates for them as real money, physically and electronically, that they are free to pursue whatever career they choose, and that the doors to opportunities for those careers are open to them for the taking. We also give honor to the day of Saturn and ask as always, dear brother, that you restrict abusers from causing harm to anyone and restrict the damage done to the victims. We also honor and engage the hour of our dear brother the Sun and ask you please to grant economic justice as well as justice on all levels to the victims of domestic violence. We ask that you surround them with your protection and prosperity granting energies and keep them safe from harm while allowing prosperity to flow to them. We engage the energies of our divine Mother Goddess, our divine Sister Moon in your fullness and glory, and ask that you please grant to the victims of domestic violence love, peace, nurture, and prosperity. Please take them in your arms, Divine Mother, as they so need your healing embrace. And please, our dear Sister Moon, please illuminate them and heal them with your divine light, strength, and energy. Please fill their lives with peace, hope, and the strength to survive and remove themselves from their adverse situations. And I call upon you, my dear sister Lakshmi Asvara Lakshmi, and ask that you grant the boons of great wealth, power, and safety to the victims of domestic violence. Please free them from these adverse and dangerous relationships and set them back on the road to independence and financial freedom. Thank you, dear mother, father, brothers, and sisters. Namaste.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And very moving. And part of my spell that I wanted to do for you guys today, it's based on the spell entirely is all about a road opener. The understandings of the communication gods and goddesses. And so I'm not going to go into the full details of the spell, which I will put later on into the on the Priestess View group for you. But your intention letter, what do you want from this for yourself? Again, you are the only one that best knows what you need. And the most important part would be, one of the most important parts, your deities. You can choose any deity that has to do with listening or communication for you. So it could be Ganesh, Elegua, Mercury, any one of those, or any one of your own choices that you have that does any of that that it entails. Your feeding would be similar to iron filings, honey, cinnamon powder, those things like that. And the crossroad dirt that I would like you to get, and this could be any four corners that kind of intersect. It could be a street corner, so it could be any little bit of it, and keep it all separate in the four bags, numbered 1 to 4. You know, and what I want you to do is, I didn't have time to type up this, and it's a great spell on page 226 from Lady Rhea's Enchanted Candle book, and I wanted to read it for you because it's such an amazing spell as you do the crossword dirt, and each one you would put in your bowl over your intention letter. The candle that I did is a red candle, and you can use red, white, purple, green. Any one of those colors would be great, depending on what is drawn to you. You know, and I created a sigil that you can also create for yourself. I chose one of those particular deities. Again, you can take their name and create whatever sigil you want with it, and that's what I did. And I haven't added it yet, but I'm going to take it out and re-add a part in the back for financial gain, which could be a dollar sign or even the pyramid that's on the dollar bill. Any of those things that'd be good for you. You can add that to it. Or you can create a sigil saying, this is what I need to gain. You know what I mean? So do, like I've showed you before in other videos, you can go back and see those and it will be there. But with each pinch of dirt from each quarter, you would go to each of the quarters, as you say it, in the east. Spirits of the east, open the doors to the feast and add the soil from the bag number 1. Then number 2, and you say, door of the south, there will be no doubt. And then you do the same with the next bag, number 3. Passage to the west will see to it that there is no contest. And then you would finish with bag number 4, and you will say, guardian of the north will see that I have my way. And then you'd pour the honey, because all mercurial gods, or all gods that rule over communication, are drawn to sweet offerings. And add, again, you would see that in the list. You would add like shredded coconut, rice, maybe some dried jasmine flowers, or any of those or even cinnamon powder. And then to intoxicate life, add the sweet white wine to the bowl. This is to make the 4 guardians of the world happy. They will open doors for you so that good things can materialize in your life. All your paths will be open, and light the candle and smile, because you know that the good are there on their way for you. So mote it be.
So mote it be. That's beautiful. Okay, we're going to do our candle blessing now. I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of the wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protection of our divine sacred patron elements of earth, of air, of fire, of water, of wood, of metal, of stone. I ask you to safely marry your energies with us and our candles, and ask that you cleanse, strengthen, bless, and empower this ceremony, our candles, and ourselves, that we may be an effective tool to rid the world of domestic violence and heal the damage that it has caused to all of us, because if one of us is harmed by it, then all of us are harmed by it. And we seek to eradicate it from us and our realm forever and replace it with love, peace, balance, safety, prosperity, strength, and the protection from anyone ever being a victim of domestic violence. Again, thank you. And so it is.
So it is. Always so beautifully said.
Thank
I
you.
bless and consecrate thee as a magical tool to be used as a candle of enlightenment, to become the lance of sovereignty, the womb of the earth mother, to be the shield and protector of many, that thou shalt ever serve me and all those who have joined us here today, in truth, power, and wisdom. So mote it be.
So mote it be. We send energy to the victims to counter the control and the economic abuse. We counter preventing the victim from getting a job or keeping a job with a clear path to the career of their choice and the freedom to pursue it. We counter making the victim ask for money with an unobstructed flow of prosperity attracting energy and the courage to accept it so that they can have financial freedom. And we counter giving the victim an allowance with open access to all of the money that they need.
We counter taking and keeping the victim's money with the courage and strength to say no and having a place to keep their money safe. We counter not letting the victim know about having access to the family income with full knowledge and access to all aspects of the family income.
So may it be, so it is.
So may it be, and so it is.
Okay, just put that over there for a moment. Okay, and we thank you once again for your strength and convictions and offer blessings to those who want it. For those of you who wish to accept these blessings, I unhook and release you from all of the cords and adverse energies that keep you from the prosperity, good health, and power that is your birthright, and send them all into the light to be healed and resolved, as we are all healed from them, and restore your divine peace, strength, good health, free will, prosperity, and the optimum flow of divine balance energies. I make an offering to our Divine Mother Goddess, our Divine Sister Moon, to bless the participants of this ceremony with new and continued blessings of prosperity, peace, and good health. I make an offering to the divine universal life forces to look upon and bless the participants of the ceremony who welcome your energy and blessings. And I make an offering to the gatekeepers of prosperity, good health, and power, and ask you to open the gates to those who choose to honor and accept the safe and continuous flow. And I'm making the infinity symbol 3 times of prosperity and real money, either physically or electronically, and the power we need to complete all of our missions effectively, successfully, and safely, as well as the safe and continuous flow of healthy energy to heal all that ails them and restore them to good health. I assign an etheric ankh over all of the participants who want it to constantly heal them through the ethers. And I call upon the divine energy of our brothers and patron Saturn and the sacred element of Earth to restrict the adverse energies affecting them and restore positive
Excuse me.
as is their birthright. And please accept my divine gratitude and blessings in return.
Thank you. Goddess Rhonda has offered you all many blessings on this most auspicious day. And I further offer you all a mixture of lavender, basil, mint, rue, and chamomile to cleanse, protect, and bless you all in prosperity and success in all your financial endeavors, while giving you strength and peace of mind, body and soul, family, for you. Please be receptive to these blessings if you so wish, and learn to accept them in the spirit in which they are offered. Many blessings received and many blessings accepted. And may the goddesses and gods bless and thank you all for your many support and energies. So mote it be.
So mote it be, and thank you.
Water, I thank you for all that you have given us, for empowering us with strength and courage, and helping to wash away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Fire, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to burn away domestic violence on all levels. We bid you farewell until we meet again. So mote it be.
Mote it be. Air, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to blow away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Earth, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage in grounding out domestic violence and all of its levels. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be. So once again, we thank you so much for joining us today and participating in our ceremonies to stop domestic violence on all of its levels. Please continue this journey with us in combating these issues that mean so much to us and hurt so much to us. And again, if there is an issue, and it doesn't have to be something about abuse, it could be an illness, We're also going to be taking on different forms of illness. We're going to be fighting them as well. So anything that means something to you in your heart that you would like us to take on as a challenge, again, please go to our Universal 7-Day Candle Project's Facebook page. You can message us on that page, or you can just post it on the page. Join our Priestess View show group. You can post it in there, because we really want to take on issues that mean a lot to everyone. And I know that there are so many. We're going to try and do as many as we can. But again, we are so grateful to you, and we thank you so much for joining with us in this great mission and all of our missions to come. So thank you so much, and please join us again.
And thank you, and merry part, everyone. And thank you for the amazing energies that you've given us. So mote it be.
So mote it be, and happy full moon, everyone.
Oh, that's right. Yes, blessed full moon.
May you harvest all those things that you have been trying to accomplish. So take care, and we will see you again. Blessed be, merry meet, merry part, merry meet again. Namaste.
Merry be again.
Bye, everyone.